We found out that the teachers were afraid of the principals were scared of the superintendent was scared of the school board was scared of the parents were scared of the children, and the children ain't scared of nobody.
On Thursday, August 15th, during lunch, I heard our behavioral teacher call on the radio to administrators for assistance. When I arrived, the teacher and students were outside the classroom. One student was holding his head, having been assaulted by the student remaining in the classroom. I entered where the student was still irate and found the room ransacked with overturned furniture. I knew I had to be as calm as possible, and I spoke lowly and slowly so as not to enrage him any further. He picked up a chair and acted as if he would throw it. He finally did throw it at me, but I caught it midair. He picked up another chair to throw at me when another assistant principal entered the room. I used the first chair to block the second. He picked up a third and threw it at the other assistant principal, and I used that initial chair to block the one that he threw at her. After blocking the chair thrown at the other assistant principal, he threw a wooden hanger at me, but I couldn't stop it fast enough. The hanger hit me in my right eye and knocked it out of the socket. I grabbed my face while blood was pouring out of my head and stumbled out of the classroom door. The nurse and 911 were called. I asked for my cell phone to call my husband to come get me, not realizing the extent of the damage. When paramedics arrived, they determined I would need to be airlifted to Parkland Medical Center in Dallas. I underwent surgery as soon as possible, and doctors were able to reinsert my eye. However, they determined I had been blinded and currently believe that my damage is permanent. I will have to have an additional surgery to repair my eyelid because doctors are believing, I'm so sorry. I underwent surgery as soon as possible, and doctors were able to reinsert my eye. However, they determined that I've been blinded, and they currently believe that my damage is permanent. I will have to have an additional surgery to repair my eyelid, and because doctors are believing my blindness to be permanent, removing my eye may have to be an option.
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again, hit y'all another video. Hope y'all having a very great day. Hope y'all having a very great week. My day is going absolutely magnificent. Big shout out to all the channel members and subscribers of the Trey King Show family, and much love to each and every last one of you all. And you all, we have a story out of Texas by way of Corsicana, and big shout out to everybody in the great state of Texas, everybody inside the great city of Corsicana. Now, before I start this story, I want to send a special thank you out to my channel members and also to my subscribers for sending me this story. And also, keep these stories coming. And also, before I start this story, I want to send a special sympathy and get well soon out to Miss Kendra Rogers, because it's very sad what happened to this woman at her job, all behind somebody bad-ass kids. You all already know how I feel about these damn children, because some of these children are off the damn chain, and it starts at home. You might be saying, Trey, we already going there? Yes, we already going there, because some of you all are scared of your children, and then these parents have the nerve to send their bad-ass kids to these schools knowing damn well your child is off the chain, your child needs discipline. And now this incident took place just roughly about 2 weeks ago, right after school just started. And you might be saying to yourself, but damn, a child is already getting in trouble, getting suspended, and also may be facing charges if the DA plan to prosecute him. Now, all of this went down all because of this child was being disrupted in his classroom. And Miss Kendra Rogers, being a good person, tried to go talk to this child.
I knew I had to be as calm as possible, and I spoke lowly and slowly so as not to enrage him any further.
And now the story goes, the child that hit Miss Kendra Rogers in the eye with the wooden hanger was fighting another child. So they go to show you this child is really very disruptive. And they also say this is not this child's first time getting in trouble at the school. So let me ask you all this right here today. Why do you think this child is so damn bad? And also, if this child had already got in trouble for being very disruptive or whatnot and fighting, why didn't the parents come and do a damn thing about it? That's what we want to know right there. So upon Miss Kendra Rogers going inside his classroom, she tried to go talk to the child with a calm voice, letting the child know that, look here, I'm not trying to be combative with you. Please calm down. But guess what? Little man wasn't trying to hear none of that.
He picked up a chair and acted as if he would throw it. He finally did throw it at me, but I caught it midair.
So while Miss Kendra Rogers was trying to calm the child down and talk some sense into the child decided, yes, to pick up a chair and throw it at Miss Kendra Rogers. And not only did the child throw one chair, but the child threw 3 damn chairs.
He picked up a chair and acted as if he would throw it. He finally did throw it at me, but I caught it midair. He picked up another chair to throw at me when another assistant principal entered the room. I used the first chair to block the second. He picked up a third and threw it at the other assistant principal. And I used that initial chair to block the one that he threw at her.
Now ask yourself this right here. Now, I salute Miss Kendra Rogers, but ain't no way in hell I'm gonna sit there and let somebody child throw a damn chair at me. And you might be saying right now, well, Trey, what you gonna do, fight the child? I mean, hell, if I have to, but on the real though, I'm not gonna sit there and let nobody child throw a damn chair at me. Now, Miss Kendra Rogers said she caught one chair, and that's amazing in itself. But she also said the child decided to throw another damn chair. I guess little man figured, since you caught that first chair, catch the second one. So she used the first chair to block the second chair. So you have another assistant principal who walks inside the classroom. Little man takes the third chair and throw it at the other assistant principal. So after Kendra Rogers blocked that chair, that's when little man decided to pick up, yes, a wooden hanger and hurl it right at Miss Kendra Rogers' face, ultimately knocking her out.
After blocking the chair thrown at the other assistant principal, he threw a wooden hanger at me, but I couldn't stop it fast enough. The hanger hit me in my right eye and knocked it out of the socket.
And they say that he knocked her eye out of her socket. And it was so bad, the damage was so bad, they had to airlift, yes, Miss Kendra Rogers to a North Dallas hospital. Now ask yourself this right here. Do you think that these teachers and these educators at these schools are being protected not only by the school security, but do they have enough protection at these schools? Because as you all may know from the stories I have done, even just this year and the last 8 years also, these kids have been off the chain lately. Now, I guarantee you this, none of this when it went down in North Carolina. I'm going to explain that why. But also, you may be wondering, well, how long has Miss Kendra Rogers been employed at the school? And the name of the school is Collins Intermediate School in Corsicana. Now, Miss Kendra Rogers took this position as the assistant principal just last year. And also, they say her husband is the football coach, which he just got that position just this year. And I think about this family. If school just started just a couple weeks ago in the state of Texas, why do we have a child already getting in trouble on August the 15th? That goes to show you something is not right with this child. That goes to show you also that something evidently is not right at home. Now, you have to understand one thing. A lot of these kids act out because nobody's putting nothing on their ass. And I understand. Nobody want their baby whooped. Nobody want their child to be disciplined by nobody other than them. And also, some of y'all don't even discipline your own damn child. So your child had this entitlement attitude where they feel they can go around and battle other students and also other adults. Now, it should be a line drawn when your child decides to put their hand on an adult, no matter in what capacity. Because think about this. Would you want somebody putting their hand on your child? Hell no. And it's amazing to me that Miss Kendra Rogers didn't throw a chair back at the damn child. Because I know me, I would have threw a chair. Ain't no way in hell I'm going to sit there and let a child abuse me and then ultimately knock my eye out of socket. That's a damn shame right there. Now, as you all may know, also, like I told y'all a few minutes ago, I have done stories earlier this year out of the state of North Carolina, especially because North Carolina teachers do not play. And the reason why I said this incident would not take place in North Carolina is because those teachers will put something on your child ass and also something on your ass if you don't like it. Now, for those who remember a story I did about a teacher who goes by the name of Miss Patricia Graham, 71 years old, took an extension cord out, yes, and politely whooped the child's ass.
In this video, a teacher can be seen whipping a student with what appears to be an extension cord.
Hit the disrupted student a couple of times with the extension cord and then told him to sit down.
Now sit down.
And now look, I know some of y'all don't like that, but at the same time, Miss Patricia Graham said she'll be damned if she let one of these children disrespect her and try to get up and fight her. So she took an extension cord out. Now that's one story. And you also have this other incident that took place at a school in North Carolina I did a video on where we had a teacher who decided to take a child's cell phone because the child was being very disrespectful and also being very rude to the teacher. So the teacher took the child's cell phone. And guess what the child tried to do? The child tried to jump on the teacher, hit the teacher in the face, and ultimately pulled out some of the teacher hair. So after the child tried to hit the teacher in the face, the teacher politely whipped that child's ass all over that damn floor and then called for backup. And backup did come eventually. So that's why I say this incident would not have taken place in North Carolina, because North Carolina do not play. Now look here, parents, you must understand one thing. You got to discipline your children. And true enough, you can't control everything your child do. But at the same time, let me ask you all this. In this situation right here, the student that hit Miss Kendra Rogers in the eye with the hanger, knocked her eye out, is the parents liable for what happened to Miss Kendra Rogers? And also, can the parents be sued for their child attacking Miss Kendra Rogers and ultimately causing this damage, which may lead to permanent blindness? And also, they say if she don't regain her sight back, she may end up losing that eye. They may have to take her eye out.
Doctors are believing my blindness to be permanent. Removing my eye may have to be an option.
And now think about this, family, in closing, so we can drive a point further home. Just think, if you was okay when you got up that morning, you was okay when you left your home that morning, you was okay when you went to your job, which happened to be a school. But everything takes a tragic turn the moment that you go to this classroom to try to assist another teacher who needed help with a very disruptive student. Now just think, if you're standing there and everything is working on your body and you try to talk to a child in a calm voice.
I knew I had to be as calm as possible, and I spoke lowly and slowly so as not to enrage him any further.
And now notice one thing, Miss Kendra Rogers said she tried to talk to the child with a calm voice. So they go to show you, you cannot reason with these children. And that's why I say, even though some people don't like it, some people do, you have to put something on these children's ass. Something have to give. So let me ask you all this in closing today. Do you think the child that knocked Miss Kendra Rogers' eye out, do you think that child should be arrested and also prosecuted? And also, what do you think should be the proper punishment for this child? And also, what do you think should happen to the child parents? Because parents, you got to understand one thing right here. You are not off the hook. Your child is still what? Your responsibility. And that's why you got to make sure your children are on their best behavior. But we know one thing. Children is going to do what they want to do. But at the same time, parents, you have to take control of the situation. Because I feel in my heart that more should be done to protect these teachers. And it's bad enough they don't get paid enough damn money in some of these states. But some of these states do pay the teachers very good. But at the same time, more protection should be at these schools for these educators, because these kids are off the chain these days. And think about this also, and I'm going to close up on this note right here. Now look, they took prayer out of school. They took paddling out of school. So you took prayer out of school, you took God away from the children, and then you took discipline away. And guess what we have? We have school shootings, and we also have children that are jumping on adults. And also we have children that are throwing chairs and knocking teachers out. And everybody act like they're surprised. But this is what happened when there is no correction. And also, this is what happened when you let your child run wild and do whatever the hell they want to do. So I'm going to tell you right now today, you all need to take control of the situation. The schools need to do a better job of protecting their employees. And also, parents, you need to go back to the old way of doing things like our parents used to do. Go up to the school. Because I feel if more parents would go up to these schools like they used to do back when I was a child, guess what? It would be a lot less trouble going on at these schools. But at the same time, parents, you must remember this also, because it starts with you all. When you send your children to these schools, your child is going to school to learn. School is not meant to be a damn daycare. School is not meant to be a damn babysitter. Because some of y'all drop y'all children off and talk about, well, I got me a break now. No, it don't work that way. Your child is going there to learn. No way these teachers, these principals should have to go to school and fight your badass child. Anyway, you all let me know what you think about this story. And as more details comes out as to what happened to this badass child, this student or whatnot, I will keep you all updated on that situation. But it's a damn shame to have your eye knocked out by a damn middle school student, even a high school student. But when I first heard this story, I thought it was a damn high school student. But come to find out, it's a badass middle school child. And just after school started, that's a damn shame right there. And whoever this child parents is, ma'am, sir, you all need to do a better job of chastising and correcting your badass child. Because I guarantee you this today, not everybody's going to be nice as Miss Kendra Rogers was to your child, especially if your child is trying to hurt them. So anyway, you all let me know what you think about this story. If you like the video, push that like button. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member. Also share the video with your family and friends. Till next time, you all stay blessed, and I will see y'all soon on next Trey King Show. And talk to your children. Correct your child if you love your child. Correctness is love. And I will see y'all soon on the next Trey King Show. And guess what? I'm out.
Parents were scared of the children, and the children ain't scared of nobody.